Okay. Okay, so we're gonna go over our first layer of attacks. Things get way crazy. You know, there's lots of other crazy attacks, but this is the service layer that everybody has to know, okay? Whether it be so you can attack them with them or defend them, of course. Right, so here, I'll just get you in truck. I'll just arm drag. Okay, so again, we've talked about how to keep a nice, strong truck, okay? If you haven't, go back and watch that video, right? So to our lower level attacks or lower body attacks, let me say, meaning going for his feet right now, essentially. Okay, so calf crank first. Now, first thing that you shouldn't do, of course, is go both hands for the leg. Why? For one, because he's just gonna back roll out. That's right. So now I gotta salvage that and find it. Okay. Another reason you don't want to go 2-on-1 is because he's gonna armbar me. Tap. Seen it happen. Okay. So what we need to do to make sure and stay safe. The hand that's on the knee, I'm gonna come down and I gotta cover his toenails. Because look, if I can see his toenails, he can boot, he can put the boot on, and he can straighten his leg out. Exactly. Right? So even if I'm here, boot and straighten, see it? Right. But when I go for the toenails, he can't even really begin to engage. So super important to curl those toes forward. Now I'm gonna pull my knees to my chest just for a second to pass that off. And again, if his toenails are free, he's gonna curl his toes and boot and there we go. So we have to cover the toes. Okay, so again, we're here, we're in our good position. We go cover the toes, cover the toes. 1. Usually you can just with arm strength to get that. If arm strength alone isn't enough, we're gonna stomp on our foot and that adds a little extra. If that's not enough, I'll use my leg to pull that down and that's just super nasty. Now that last one I did there, right? Taking this lower leg and weaving it to the inside. You can also do that from here, right? So I'm just in the truck and this is called the sneaky kamikaze. Yeah. Okay, now look, if I do all of that right here, there's no leverage. It's when I go to his ankle, then I splay my knees open. Yeah, that's when it's on. Okay, so again, I have 1, 2, 3, 4. Nice, okay. So let's turn. So now we're gonna go for the mid-level, right? Yeah, kind of engage just a little bit. There we go, good. Good, now relax yourself. Cool, we're chilling here, okay? Nice. Now, every single adjustment matters. That right there is an adjustment, okay? So I'm gonna not even turn that wrist. I'm just gonna go, see that? Yeah, and now this hand that's on the ankle, ooh, there's my banana split. Okay, that's the most direct way. And again, it's so strange how I barely turn my wrists and it's on, okay? Now, for him to defend, right, he'll probably put both of his hands on his knee and just straighten his leg out, there. If that happens, keep the inside arm there, I swing around, and now I pull it downward, and there's my crotch ripper. Okay, so we have our banana split, and there's other ways to do the banana split, that's just my favorite, and at this level anyway. So again, now, first of all, if he keeps that elbow, we're always looking for that twister too, so keep that in mind. But boom, 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 here I am. And he goes to straighten that leg out. Okay, good. I swing it around, and now I have the leverage to pull, and here I am, okay? So now he's worried about the things I can do here, the things I can do here, of course. And if I ever catch him slipping, like, because I'm threatening a lot of things, there, that elbow flared, it's on. Now, I'm gonna explain the way that I understand it, but I think my terminology might be a little off compared to Eddie Bravo, but this is how I see it, okay? So I'm here. Let's say I see his elbow flaring just a little. Okay, I'm gonna just snatch. Then I grab, then I baseball bat, right? And I'm really stretching him out here. And I've got my nice leg position like in the previous video. Okay, so again, I'm chilling here. If I see, and the reason I like to do this one first is because it's too hard for me to just grab a wrist and hope it sticks. But if I just, oop, there it is. Then I put that baseball bat on. Okay, now these are just important basic steps, for later, more advanced ideas. But I'm just gonna put his arm behind my head. I'm really gonna pin it there. Okay, and I am gonna leave out the oldest school version because it's just not as good. So now from here, now notice how I went from baseball bat without breaking the grip. Okay, now what I'm gonna do is my inside arm, as I go to sit up, and I'm cupping that shoulder. Now I can hold that shoulder so that my bottom hand can sneak through, palm away so that I land right in that S grip. If I'm here, there's no leverage. I'm missing a lot of it. So I slide to the top of his head. There we go. So here we are. And if we're flaring, there's some movement and I can find that. Snatch, grab, baseball bat. That's the Nathan Orchard terminology. Yeah, clear the head, clear the arm behind the head. Now I'm holding on the wrist as long as I can to the shoulder. Palm down so that my palm is out. And here I am, okay? So those are the first attacks you need to familiarize yourself with offensively or defensively, but it only gets trickier from there. But you gotta have that foundation to start from.